This episode is presented by EA Game Changers. Welcome mates, I am Bloodthirsty Lord, but you can call me Lordy, and this is why you should play Wraith in Apex Legends. In this series, we go into detail about reasons why you should play this character, but also use it in certain ways by advancing your skills in general in Apex Legends with these selected characters. In this video, it will be Wraith. In other videos, it would have been Caustics, and it keeps on moving on. Tell me in the comment section down below which character you want to see next on the channel. There's been a lot of hints on Gibraltar and also Mirage, and I can't wait to test out those characters and push their limits to the extreme max. But let's get back on track and focus on Wraith and why you should pick her in Apex Legends. Wraith is one of the most slipperiest characters by far in the game, being super aggressive, overwhelming to deal with, and she can be a pain in general. Not to play, but to verse. So when you're playing it, you're having a blast. And you'll be able to see some of those moments within this video as we talk about Wraith. But before we do get into this video, make sure you show your support by smashing that like button. Let's aim for 200 likes on this video. That'd be greatly appreciated if you do achieve that goal. And also, if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with our gaming content, especially Apex Legends content that's coming to the channel as soon as possible. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. Firstly, let's try to go quickly over her basic kit and her abilities. Her passive ability, Voices from the Void, you can hear voice when danger approaches. As far as you can tell, it's on your side. Her Q ability, being her tactical ability, Into the Void, repositions quickly through the safety of the void space, avoiding all damage. And Z, being her ultimate, Dimensional Rift, link two locations with portals for 60 seconds. So naturally, with a kit like that enters invisibility, gives you a heads up when you're getting aimed at, and also link portals together so you're able to move and flank around the place, it gives you the possibility to be very aggressive with this character. And that's without a doubt what everyone is using right now. Wraith as one of the most aggressive legends at the moment within Apex Legends. So if you are coming from other games, other shooters, other Battle Royale games in general, this is a character that you're going to gravitate towards because of the aggressive playstyle that players love to have. So the passive itself is a no-brainer. It doesn't really do anything else except give you heads up when enemies are pointing at you or aiming at you. When Wraith does enter the void with her tactical ability, she's able to dodge every bit of damage. It could be single target damage, area of effect damage, and also ultimates in general. She's able to dodge all that because when she enters the void for 5 seconds or around that duration, she's not able to get harmed in that state. So she's kind of invisible when she's in the void, but not completely. There's always like this blue line that's pretty much where the top of her head is, and that kind of indicates for enemies where she's going when she enters the void. At the same time, you can enter the void to dodge any type of CC or crowd control in the game as well. So there is a caustic trap. You enter the void as you run past it, and you will not be affected by it. If the gas trap has been activated before that, you can stop that effect of the CC or crowd control that slows you down and does damage per second towards your health by entering the void with Wraith. That can also be applied to Bangalore's ultimate, Gibraltar's ultimate, and also the damaging zone. Anything that has potential crowd effect or damage per second or damage in general to affect you, simply enter the void as Wraith and you are safe. But one of the things you need to watch out for when entering the void, there is a slight delay when actually entering the animation and also exiting it. So when you're in those states, you are vulnerable. So make sure that you don't go into a state when you're trying to press your Q when you're taking a direct hit and the enemy is like right in front of you trying to shoot you. You want to try and dodge and then activate your Q, or activate your Q then dodge its shot, then you'll be able to enter your void and reposition and flank that enemy. And now let's move on to the ultimate. So the ultimate simply allows her to place 2 portals. In theory, it's very simple, but what you can do with it is unbelievable. This allows Wraith to quickly reposition herself by teleporting to the second portal after using the first one, or vice versa. Only one person or one player can go through the portal at that same time. Obviously, once that person has reached their destination, another person can enter that first portal to go to the second portal location. So that's how it works, which leads to some outplaying situations when versing enemies, because enemies can use your portal against you to a certain degree. Or you can set up that opportunity to take out your Peacekeeper and turn towards your second portal and shoot the enemy that comes straight out of it to one-shot them. Also, the distance between portal 1 and portal 2 can be chosen by yourself, or you can wait for that percentage in the top middle part of your screen to run out, which will force portal 2 to be activated. And you can also use the ultimate as more of a supporting tool to bring your teammates back to a respawn beacon to respawn a player, and also to put the second portal towards a actual death box. So they're able to go through the portal, go to that death box by exiting portal 2, get their loot, and come back through portal 2 to portal 1, so they regroup with you. There's so many opportunities like that that just help out the team, or pretty much transversing around the map. Like one of your teammates is stuck in the zone and they can't run out, so you put a portal there and another portal in the safe zone, so they're able to transverse and teleport through that to their location when they're safe. So this ability is very versatile in the way you can use it, being aggressive and also defensive. And there's only one counter that comes up towards Wraith, and that's versing a Bloodhound. Since when you do enter the void as Wraith, Bloodhound can track you with his passive to see where you've been if he can't trace the blue line. So he's able to see your footsteps and pretty much chase you down and then hunt you down and destroy you. That is the only thing, but either way, it's going to be a 1v1 situation no matter what, and that's when Wraith does shine a lot more in my opinion compared to Bloodhound. Unless Bloodhound does have his ultimate, then he might have a slight edge. But majority of the time, you will have the edge against him and you'll be able to set him up, so he's able to chase you down, and then you turn around and just one-shot him. So in my opinion, there isn't a direct counter to Wraith at this very moment, but most likely when new legends do come into Apex Legends, there might be a character that can nerf her or make her weak or counter her directly, but for now, you're in the safe zone when you're playing Wraith. Now to jump into the juicy section, being the advanced tips for Wraith, things that many people don't pick up on, and we're going to explain in detail in this segment. Wraith has the smallest hitbox in the game currently because her character size being the smallest compared to the rest of the roster, meaning she's more slippery than the rest of the roster in general, especially since her abilities all give her extra movement speed, and these can stack. So if your first ability is activated, being the Void, that has its own movement speed bonus that you do get when using that ability for that duration, but also the ultimate has that same benefit too when it gains its own movement speed. You'll be able to stack them both at the same time, which will give you an overall increased insane amount of movement speed, which you can use to transverse around the map and set up something insane. Obviously with your portals, you'll be able to activate a first and second portal at a crazier distance, but also make sure you're not taking any shots at the same time or moving at a crazy speed. So that's the best part about it, that you'll be able to transverse a lot quicker and dodge shots and set up something crazy when you can hunt down your prey, because all of the abilities do gain extra movement speed that is not mentioned in her basic kit. Wraith's ultimate can be used as a zoning tool as well, blocking off exits and doorways by placing a portal there and another portal towards where your teammates are, so they're able to wipe them out instantly if they go through that doorway. Opportunities like that do arise a lot when playing Wraith, and obviously you can use this as a way to set up two portals, a portal in the first place being one of the doors, another portal at the other door, so technically they can never escape that building. If they do, they're going to teleport to the other doorway when the teammates you have or yourself could be shooting that target straight away. So opportunities like that will arise quite often when playing Apex Legends, because people love to camp in buildings. You can also use the Void when you're on a zipline and also grappling towards a balloon, so you're able to redeploy. An enemy target is trying to shoot you down, enter the Void and you'll be safe, and then obviously if you're reaching that balloon or that location, then it will be obviously no longer in the Void, but that is usually a good way to enter a fight without taking any initial damage. There are also a couple of exploits at this very moment, which you can use at your own discretion. Obviously, I'm not going to showcase any of that in this video, but I'm going to highlight them as we discuss them. So one of those exploits are that you can reset your tactical ability to 0 seconds or 1 second when using it. So you'll be able to use it once, then interact with a zipline or balloon at the same time when you're going up or using the zipline, and do a certain animation cancel, which will reset your ability so you enter the Void once again. So that's something to keep in mind. Many people are using that at this very moment, so be careful of it. Also, there is a second exploit in Wraith which allows her to place double portals by doing a climb mantle mechanic thing, which is able to animation cancel while doing her ultimate in a certain point, and then she's able to place one portal and then keep running and then refresh her ultimate to place a second portal. So it's kind of freaky how you can do that, and obviously that means you'll be able to cover a greater distance with the portal itself, but also since your movement speed is increased, and by using that ultimate twice, you're gaining a faster speed, but also for a longer duration than normal. So that's something to keep in mind. Use those exploits at your own discretion. Obviously, EA and Respawn haven't mentioned anything yet about banning players for using these, so there's kind of an inevitable twist when people will actually utilize this until it's been hotfixed or patched in one of the future updates. So why you should play Wraith in Apex Legends? Generally, it's because she's a fast character, good for repositioning, flanking, and crossfire opportunities, while having the smallest hitbox and being the most slipperiest thing to kill in the game, and then also having the possibility to make some crazy outplays compared to other characters in the roster at this very moment. So you can utilize all those factors to your benefit when playing Wraith in Apex Legends. But mates, as always, tell me your opinions, thoughts in the comment section down below about what character we should do next, and if there was any additional Wraith tips that I didn't explain in this video, make sure to leave in the comment section down below so all the mates do know about that as well. And also, which character I should do next on the channel within this series, leave that in the comment section down below. If you mates did enjoy this video, show us by smashing that like button. We are aiming for 200 likes on this video. That would be greatly appreciated if you do achieve that goal. And also, if you mates want to see more gaming content, news content, and content in general on my channel, all you have to do is share this with your friends and hit the subscribe button to become a mate today. And that is all for this video. I'm Lordy, and I'll catch you mates on the battlefield of Apex Legends.
I'm getting hit over here. Down in
GG. GG.